I used to wake up with my biggest concerns in life, and they were, have I got rid of that spot yet? I might have a spot. And the worst of it is, when I saw somebody, I would immediately say to them, "Oh my God, look, I've got this awful spot." What on earth? What the fuck? Really and truthfully, what the fuck was going on with me? And the other thing, of course, is, is my bum too big in this? Hello there, I'm Cass from CassieMartin.com. So I woke up this morning and felt like I had a lot to say and wanted to really speak to you and who you are. And I'm not talking about that surface part of you that shows up with the shiny cheeks and the big smile because you were conditioned to show up in that way. I actually want to talk to the real you, the you deep inside your blood and your bones, the part of you who is bored, lonely, sick to the back teeth of worrying about which Hoover to buy, is my washing machine the best, what do the clothes smell like when they come out of the washing machine, will it be a nice sunny day so I can dry those clothes and get them all ironed and put away. I'm just thinking about my grandmother, and probably your grandmother too, and in fact all those women, when you think back into our lineage, all those women who spent their whole life being programmed to grow up and become a nice girl who would marry and settle down and produce children and keep a home the way we should or ought to keep a home, and clean and scrub and cook and chop and do all the things that we have to do in order to stay small, stay where we are, keep ourselves into a certain shape and size of woman. And we are exhausted. I believe we are exhausted doing that stuff. We're exhausted. This is a way of keeping woman busy, occupied, keep her so tired and focused on all the jobs she has to do while smiling with shiny cheeks, that at the end of the day she flops down in that bed and is supposed to smell amazing and look amazing and show up with all the goods. And we're on a treadmill. Tomorrow is going to be just the same, and the next day is just going to be the same, and then the next day and the next day, and so on. My invitation is to women not to do this stuff, to get off the conveyor belt and start to see themselves for who they are and ask themselves what they want with their one precious life. And I've been here many, many times. I've raised children, and it's a massive job, massive undertaking. And so if you are sitting at home right now, surrounded by an array of toys and mess and, unruliness, I want you to consider the impact that you can have on your children. You might not be able to just get up and walk because, of course, we have children, we're responsible for their lives. But you have a lot of power as an authority figure. You have a lot of power to not program your little girl to grow up and do all that stuff that's expected, in society, all that stuff that's expected of her. To grow up and be nice and be good. Keep all the shadow stuff locked away in the shadow. Do all the shiny cheek stuff. Consider, which exams she will take so that she can go out there into the world and sadly end up married with loads of kids, stuck in a house, and not really living their life. You can influence your child to do something very different. And this isn't about getting at man. I stand with man. This is about helping our little boys and little girls to know they don't have to get on that conveyor belt of life. They can do things differently. They can make choices. They can stay free and single. They don't have to settle down. They don't have to get a mortgage. They don't have to do all that stuff that is expected of them, and just work their way through life till the end. We can do things differently. And if you're a woman who is in the menopause or coming through the menopause, this is for you as well. It's for everyone. This life stage that you're going through, which I'm imagining if your menopause has been anything like mine, it's unbelievable. Life changes dramatically. If you're feeling so bogged down and drained and exhausted and your body is full of fatigue, which it often is, I want you to think about what you would have liked to have said when somebody said, "What are you going to do when you grow up?" Well, imagine if you just said, "Well, I want to be an artist. I want to paint goddesses and wombs and vaginas." I appreciate this would not have gone down well. I understand completely. The careers officer would have probably put their head to one side and looked at you with sort of a mix of patronising disdain and, I don't know, what is that? A sort of diluting you down thing. It's like, "Oh, isn't she sweet? She wants to paint. How will that afford you a house? And how will you feed your kids on painting?" Okay, so I want you to really, really think about what you would have liked to do when somebody said to you, "What would you like to be when you grow up?" And to have that belief in you that you can become that dancer, that singer, that painter, that writer, that whatever it was you wanted to do, travel around the world, take photographs. It could have been absolutely anything. But I'm imagining your dreams, like mine, got squashed. I was sent off to learn how to touch type, which, fair dues, it really has served me well. I can type up a blog very, very quickly. And so it has served me well. However, it distracted me. It sent me off on a route that actually wasn't the one I wanted to be on. I wanted to be a painter, an artist. I wanted to travel. I wanted to live in San Francisco. I just knew in my soul I needed to be an artist, a writer, and in San Francisco. They were the things that most lit me up. It's what I spent all of my childhood doing: drawing, painting, and writing. I loved it. It's all I wanted to do. And in a funny way, I've come back full circle to it. But my goodness, I have been on a massive long journey, a huge, twisty, turny journey. And it was full of all sorts of dramas that stole my life from me, stole the attention that I had, the focus that I had for me on all sorts of stuff that it unnecessary. Okay, so I've learnt a lot and I'm grateful for that, but it didn't have to be such a long, twisty, turny road. It could have been something much more direct. And, you might be wondering, well, how would you have done that? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. If somebody, an authority figure in my life, had simply been able to offer me that spaciousness, the acceptance that was needed for somebody to believe in me, that I could write, I could paint, I could live my life doing the things that I most wanted to do. And that wasn't to be up against a sink or lying on a bed, coming up with the goods for a man. I didn't actually even want a boyfriend. I wasn't interested in men. I was not looking for a man. And I'm laughing. Oh my goodness, I'm laughing because, okay, here goes. I'm going to tell you why I'm laughing. So I'm laughing because way back in my late teens and early 20s, if a man showed me any attention, I am really, really upset about this, to be honest. I know I'm laughing. If a man showed me any attention, my focus went from what I was doing to needing to please him, to come up with the goods, to go out for dinner, to, sit and gaze into his eyes and all of that stuff. It wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a painter and a writer. I wanted to travel. These are the things that were important to me, not this other stuff. And I really, really, really want to invite you to think about and focus in on you and what's important for you. And okay, so the situation might not be ideal right now. However, if we consider the mindset and all that stuff, the conditioning, we've been conditioned to become a particular kind of woman. We've been conditioned to worry about the kind of Hoover we buy, or if my hair's, if my hair looks okay and all of that. I used to, keep laughing, I used to wake up with my biggest concerns in life, and they were, have I got rid of that spot yet? I might have a spot. And the worst of it is, when I saw somebody, I would immediately say to them, oh my God, look, I've got this awful spot. What on earth? What the fuck? Really and truthfully, what the fuck was going on with me? And the other thing, of course, is, is my bum too big in this? So look at this spot and what do you think about the size of my ass? This is the stuff that just isn't useful in life. It's not going to make us happy. It's going to make, I don't know what I'm laughing for. I think I'm on the verge of tears. It's not going to make us happy. It's not going to bring about a joyful life. It's going to bring about anxiety and stress and pain and migraines. So what is all this about? I want you to start focusing on you. I want you to paint a goddess with me. I've got this amazing 6-week process, and it's going to be coming online soon, and currently it's in person. I want you to paint a goddess, and your goddess will tell you everything you need to know. Everything, full of wisdom. And that wisdom is inside of you already. Your goddess is inside of you already. She's squashed down and filtered through conditioning. And we need to unleash her so that she can unleash you. And we'll do that through painting. And we will explore all sorts of topics, very, very important topics for women. And at the end of it, you're going to love your goddess. You're going to love everything she's got to say, and you're going to feel really good. Okay, so this is it. This is what I do. I am a painter. I am a therapist. I encourage women to release themselves from all of that conditioning and create a goddess. Whether she has got huge blue breasts, the colour of the universe, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that comes out is really important, because what comes out is what needs to be seen and heard for you. And I will help you do that. So it's all there inside of you. And I want you to come on board and do this with me. You're going to love it. You are going to love this. I feel certain I can promise you this. You're going to love it. Okay, so what else do I need to say? Sign up, come along, get in touch, do something, please. Do something, whatever it is, do something for you today.